When last we left off, we had just killed Brother Page, a murderer of a great Khan. And, in addition to that, killed numerous people sent to kill Brother Page. On the body of one of those would-be assailants was none other than a mysterious cryptic holotape directing us to head to Northwest Vegas, just northwest of the Tumbleweed Ranch. Should we do as the note told us, we come across none other than one mysterious bunker. The mysterious bunker is located in one of the northernmost locations on the map, and is located in a hatch just to the right of the large pile of debris blocking the passage out of Vegas. In order to enter the hatch, we required a key which we found upon one of the murderers. Upon entering, we find a bunker with a heavy either Brotherhood of Steel or, indeed, Enclave aesthetic. Entering a rather large storage room, we see numerous suits of Enclave power armor upon the walls, as well as numerous lockers, a sentry box, more lockers and boxes, and, of course, the enigmatic Peterson, the character who wrote to us in the note.
Never seen you before. Didn't send you an invite either. Doesn't matter, I suppose. If you're skilled enough to get in here, you're the kind of person I'd like on my clientele list. Please note the sentry bot, and keep it at the back of your mind, just in case you ever have the urge to tell all your friends about this bunker. Now, what can I do for you?
Can I see what you have for sale?
Of course.
Peterson, at 20,000 caps, has more caps than any other merchant in the vanilla game, along with numerous types of ammunition, that's a lot of ammunition, weaponry, weapons modifications, and the like. Who are you?
I find business is easiest when we keep things on a need-to-know basis. And if I'm not mistaken, all you need to know is that my name is Peterson.
I'm only asking out of academic curiosity, we can say, with a speech check of 70.
Very well. This bunker's an old Enclave weapons storage depot. I'll assume you're familiar with their role in history. Both my mother and father were Enclave personnel. When things went to hell at Navarro, they deserted. They correctly assumed that, in all the chaos, no one would bother to check up on an old weapon depot miles from home. When they died, they left this place to me. Does that answer your question?
Understood.
Did you need anything else?
If we don't measure up to the 70 speech check, we can just say, "Come on, I'm just curious."
That's a shame. Can I help you with anything else?
Why all the rules about who can and can't buy from you?
Yes. The blacklist. While I do sell standard ballistic firearms here, you'll note that my primary stock is energy weapons. If you're at all familiar with the regional power players of the Mojave, you'll have heard of the Van Graff family. They make a habit of murdering anyone else who thinks of selling energy weapons in their territory. Coincidentally, I'd rather they not know I exist. The NCR is just spiteful. They'd imprison me for life and raise the bunker, simply because it was built by the Enclave. As for the Brotherhood, it's a combination of both. Hatred for the bunker's architects, and a compulsion to own every single energy weapon there is.
I should go.
Goodbye.
Upon speaking to Peterson again, he says,
Yes?
or,
I assume you need something?
or,
Welcome back.
aside from the patrolling combat bot, There's an enclave crate full of some flamer fuel, which we can steal. A bunch of microfused cells, which we can also steal, once the sentry bot looks away. As well as a sadly inaccessible door. And that's the extent of Peterson's weapons operation. In the future, it'll be good having a merchant we can sell high-value items to, as well as a reliable weapons merchant.
Oh, that's terrible. Maybe I should write something about how much the Great Khans suck. Silver...
We can now return
what?
to Rivas
Silver
and
ice?
give him the good news.
Ice doesn't rub-
Hey man, what's up?
Paige is dead.
Good job. That'll teach people what happens when you fuck around with the Great Khans. There's one more thing I need done, but you've done good work. Go and take some time for yourself. Get fucked up, get laid, then come on back.
How do you spell...
I decided I'd take Rivas's advice.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Vestal reporting for duty. Please assume the position. Servos active. Operation complete. Thank you for your business. I will require a hardware and software upgrade to offer enhanced services. Yes, sir.
Now that that's done with, we can come back to Rivas.
Hey man, what's up?
You said you had another job for me?
I did. This one is heavy, my friend. You better bring your A game to the table. And a shitload of guns. And probably some extra bodies. But I talked it up, and we've decided that if you pull this off, we'll officially consider you one of us. So, here's the deal. You've probably heard some rumblings about someone who calls himself Big Daddy for some reason. Stupid fucking name. This motherfucker is out of his mind. Completely psychotic. And he has it out for us for some reason. So, there's only one thing to do about it. He needs to die. We know where he's hiding, but there's a complication. He's locked up tighter than Mr. House's toilet. We need a key. You need a key. But I got a solution. Big dumb shit's built himself a gang of raiders, thugs, and bounty hunters. And the leader of those bounty hunters is hanging around some bar in outer Vegas. I'm willing to bet he has a key on him. So you kill him, get the key, and you got a clear shot to big dumb shit. Kill him and all his thugs, and you're officially one of us. Good luck, and don't get yourself killed.
I suppose after the Great War we lost the ability to break down doors, but oh well. This begins the eponymous quest, the initiation. Let's go kill the bounty hunter and get his key. The fellow in question is at a bar called Saul and Sons, just north of the Tiki Tonga apartments in the Monte Carlo suites. It's not exactly located in the classiest neighborhood, but I say. The fellow in question we're concerned with is the gatekeeper to the bar, who just so happens to be this fellow right here, shotgun packing a pretty mean punch.
You like that?
That means more for me.
He has the key and, he has the key to the saloon, along with some 44 Magnum ammunition, a trail carbine, it wasn't a shotgun, I stand corrected, a nice round cowboy hat, and some leather armor. And, now that that's dealt with, we can take care of the fine individuals within Saul and Sons. And there are quite a few desperados present, whom we shall have to fight off. This is normally a very difficult fight, but with Veronica at my side and highly liberal application of VATS, it turned out relatively well. I most certainly did not die several times before this trying to succeed in this fight. Oh no. I have no idea what happened here. Normally VATS auto reloads and takes AP points if you have no ammunition when you start firing, but that apparently didn't happen here.
They killed him. Murderer! No!
Well, that was unnecessarily messy, but I appear to have triumphed. Glorious. On Frank Doyle's body, we find the Ford Cavern key, a note titled Word of Warning, some ammunition, a peacemaker, a hatchet, a bounty hunter duster, and a Ranger Grey hat. The clown in the back room, Bozo, is a blatant reference to Ronald McDonald, and had on him some rather decent melee weapons, and a red racer jumpsuit. And abnormally pale skin at that. In the back room, alas, we find the eponymous Saul and his sons, Carl and Paul, along with several crates of Sunset sarsaparilla. Sadly, their sass did nothing for them in the end. The note that was on Doyle's body, titled Word of Warning, says, "Frank, you're getting this note only because we were as brothers once. Out of that respect, I want you to turn yourself in. I promise you, I'll pull strings to make sure you don't hang, and no harm will come to your family. If you ignore this and go on with your raping and pillaging, then I have no recourse but to put you down like a dog in the street. Bob Early, NCR Rangers." The rest of the gunmen in the bar have various ammunition and armor on them. Ooh, there's also a Sunset Sarsaparilla Star bottle cap on the table. I can expect a visit from Malcolm Holmes in my future. Ford Cavern is located to the southeast of the Bitter Springs Recreation Area, just to the east of Lake Mead, and atop this hill. What a pretty rock formation. The entrance to the cavern is marked by a great Khans.
Gotcha.
Jamie, of all things. And, oh yes, Casper. There's always trapdoors. Anyway, now that that's done with, we can enter the cavern. Boy oh boy, I sure do love the initiation. I hope it doesn't throw a lot of hard enemies at me all at once. Upon entering, we find that Big Daddy has a cohort of legionaries in his hideout, together with his standard Big Daddy henchmen. Here we see Big Daddy's brutality firsthand, with the gruesome remnants of various NCR soldiers and Great Khans on display. Here we find the bodies of more NCR troopers, as well as some large glowing red crystals. Here is the final enemy rush of the mod. I decided to abandon Veronica and fall back on the mercenary's grenade rifle, given how useful it was against General Mills.
They killed it.
And here's Big Daddy and his hussy. Remember the guy we were sent to kill? Here he is.
like that? Look at
Well, that was a fiasco, but we appear to have survived. Yes. All of Big Daddy's henchmen have various types of ammunition along with the legionaries and other goodies to be looted from them. Big Daddy himself had 14 stim packs, a note called Conditional Acceptance, another note called Rolled Up Letter, a bunch of 10mm rounds, the blade of the best, a shoulder-mounted machine gun, reinforced metal armor, and Papa Khan's helmet for some reason. There's also a bunch of Dinky the Dinosaur souvenirs in Big Daddy's throne room. I believe this is a reference to the fact that even someone like Big Daddy has his redeeming qualities. One of Pussy's eyeballs ended up over here. She had some ammunition, a bandana, and some combat armor, which I can't take because it would encumber me. There's also various victims of Big Daddy and his henchmen's depravities in the cavern. And so... oh, yes, and various other depravities. And so, I believe I shall sit upon Big Daddy's throne and read these glorious, glorious notes. Rolled up letter. I'm not sure how to address you anymore, Frederick. Nobody had ever called you Big Daddy when we ran together. Which brings me to my main point. I'm afraid joining your gang is out of the question. I have no doubt you're doing well with it, as anything less would be a significant change of character for you. However, I've occupied myself with other things, and the raiding lifestyle doesn't suit me anymore. I already have caps, a steady stream in fact. So no, I will not be joining. In regards to your idea of joining the Legion, I'm struck by the notion that you're out of your fucking mind. You really expect that they'll name you, a 71-year-old man, Legate Big Daddy? I'm sure you are going to ignore my advice, and while I do hope we can remain friends, I have a suspicion my honesty has offended you. Again, for you to let such an insult slide would be out of character for you. As such, if I ever see you again, I assume you'll be gunning for me. I hope you remember who the faster pistol is, Frederick. I will kill you if you come to me. If, however, temperance is something you've learned in your old age, then I hope you'll still think of me as the son you've never had. I'm not counting on it. Sheridan. In addition, we have a note called Conditional Acceptance. Upon consideration, the Venerable Kaiser has decided it would behoove the Legion to integrate such a proud and fierce warband. There are a multitude of rough pen marks here. Extremely close examinations suggest the line Mighty Caesar has was subject to this crude attempt at erasure. The entire Legion, from the Mighty Kaiser to the lowest capture, has heard many a tale of your conquests. However, while your petition to join the Legion does us a great honor, any who seek to join the Legion must perform a task to prove their worth. In the case of the Big Daddies, the task is simple. One of our raiding parties will be in your area very soon. You will host them as guests from your base of operations, and when the time comes you will bolster their numbers as they sack the profligate camp of Bitter Springs. Upon the destruction of the camp and the capture of the profligates cowering there, you will be welcomed additions to the Legion. Frumentarius Stone's Thunder. The next line is written in a significantly more rushed hand, as if it were a last-minute addition. Mighty Kaiser has personally agreed to your request to decimate the Great Khans. They will be slaughtered to a man before the Battle of Hoover Dam even commences. Before leaving, there's a small shack located just at the atrium to Big Daddy's throne room. I hope there's some enemies inside. I can test out my new gun.
Over here!
Indeed there are. Oh, how quaint. Oh, I love this guy. Well, there's numerous corpses in here. Quite a lot of corpses, actually. Along with a poor NCR trooper. I take it back. I don't think Big Daddy was that great after all. Even though he does collect Dinky the Dinosaur souvenirs. Oh well. Now that Big Daddy is out of the way, we can return to Rivas with the good news.
Everything cool?
Big Daddy is dead and gone.
Fucking outstanding. Well, he's done. From now on, you're one of us. Wherever you go, know that your brothers and sisters in the Great Khans have your back. Don't worry about the traditional beatdown. As far as I'm concerned, you already went through a beatdown killing Big Daddy. Here's your very own cut. Wear it with pride. Also, we have an old safe house up around Bitter Springs. You're welcome to it, of course. See you around, my friend.
Initiated, your induction into the Great Khans has granted a bonus to your damage threshold. As a result of completing the initiation, not only do we get a permanent increase to our damage threshold, but we also get this spiffy set of Great Khan's armor. Notably, this set is not assigned to a particular faction, meaning we can wear it anywhere, even in the presence of enemies of the Great Khans, without having to worry about being attacked. The Great Khan safe house is located to the southeast of Ranger Station Bravo, and is located in the center of a gulch. I'm not entirely certain why the Great Khan safe house is out here, however, if I had to guess, it would likely be a leftover from when the Great Khans made their base of operations in Bitter Springs. And here we are, here's the gulch, and here's the entrance. We could get here any time, but of course we need the key to be able to unlock it. Now, for those of us who like living in caves, this is the ideal safe house. It has a reloading bench, some storage, some shelves for some weaponry, some rather imaginative drawings to the left. The rest of the cave is your fairly standard Las Vegas cave. And in the main area, you have a brazier, some more chests for storage, a workbench, and a bed for those of us who like sleeping, and various assorted weaponry which we can steal and sell for a tidy profit. And that, everyone, concludes the saga of the initiation. Although numerous elements present will be followed up in other mods in the Overseer series, and the next mod, Eliza, is a direct sequel to the initiation. I have thus far covered all content in the mod. Thank you for watching, everyone. Take care, have a lovely day. Bye bye.